Hi and welcome back to Toucan Tarot. We've got an exciting reading for today and what is happening in your connection. So whoever it is you're thinking about, start thinking about them now. If you want to skip straight ahead, timestamps are below. Of course, we've got pick a crystal, 1, 2 and 3. But I just wanted to start off by saying thank you so much for all the new subscribers. You would have noticed that I am uploading more. I really enjoy this so much, so I'm really going to be putting a lot more effort into my channel. And also I've been thinking of some new ideas to do. As an example, meditations. I'm thinking of offering meditation videos as well, so let me know your thoughts on that. Yeah, lots of exciting things for Toucan Tarot in the works. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. You know, all the support is just wonderful and humbling, so much appreciated if you could click the subscribe button. My target is to get to 500 and then of course 1,000, but 500 is the first mark, so yeah, it would be much appreciated. Let's crack on, shall we? So what is happening in your connection? While you're looking at these crystals, I just want you, whilst thinking about the person, to take 5 deep breaths. So in and then out, and we've got crystal 1, 2 and 3. And I want you to look at these crystals and think what resonates with you. There may be more messages in, you know, more than one crystals. If you are drawn to more than one, feel free to click on both of those as well, and there could be many messages for you. The last thing to note is, of course, this is a timeless reading, so just trust that you found this video at just the right time. Wonderful. So let's start off with crystal number 1. Those of you that chose crystal number 1, this is your reading. Right, so again, we're going to be looking at what's happening in the connection. So you're thinking of a person, of course. I'm just going to move these over slightly. All these wonderful little rose petals. I've been using natural petals a lot more recently. But yeah, what's happening with this person? We're going to do a slightly different kind of run today. Let's crack on. So I'm going to be using the Lunar Soul. When I say I'm going to be doing slightly different reading, to how I normally do. If you're a subscriber, you'll know what I mean. If you're new, you won't even notice the difference. Oh, bit hard to shuffle there. I've already given these a good shuffle, but I'm inclined to give them a little bit more. I do my readings through Chuan, my guide, who's here with us today. And of course, Toucan, who's always flying above, protecting, guiding and loving as well. So we're surrounded by lots of love and light whilst we dig in and ask what is happening in this connection. So I'm going to start off, and we've got 9 of Cups, 2 of Discs. I don't read Lunar Soul upright, reverse, sorry, so they'll all be upright. And then we have 8 of Wands, King of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Wands. We're also going to get a little look with the High Tarot as well. And I'll go through all of this in a second. I'm just going to get some cards down. All right, so let's look a bit further into this connection on their side. And we have the lily pad reversed. We've got the fossil. And we've got the mouse. And then finally, I am going to pull more as we go along, but I'm also going to draw just a couple of advice cards here as well. So we have the ever unfolding rose and trust the niggle. Great. So let's just crack straight into it. And as I said, I'm going to pull a lot more oracles and some more cards, depending what comes up, if we need a bit more clarity. So yeah, let's crack straight on. Should I move that up so you can see it there? Wonderful. Right, okay, this is super exciting. So the question, what's happening in this connection, just to reaffirm? We've got the 9 of Cups, and really what I was looking at here is the, you know, what's the foundation of this connection? And it's one of joy. You know, there's definitely been difficulty in getting to this point, but I'm seeing a real celebration here, you know, almost. And just so you're aware, I do read through Le Chuan, and he's confirming as well, it's almost like a a celebration of, you know, there's a hurdle, you've got over a hurdle, whatever it is that's happening in the connection, definitely have got over a hurdle. We see here as well, obviously we've got the Two of Discs, and that's reminding us, and it's very true to its sense that, you know, it has been a real juggle, and it will continue to be a juggle. You know, and the first step is to find that balance of how this connection is going to work and move forward. But there really is just nothing but great things here. We move on to the Eight of Wands here, and obviously, you know, it just speaks of huge momentum. And I'm getting through this is really, excuse me, is how to sustain this, and the answer to how to sustain the connection. And the answer is very much in that card. It's that you just have to keep moving forward. So not keep getting stuck in the past is what's coming through. So you must keep moving forward with this connection in whatever direction it's going, which I see a very nice one, and we're going to go more into it. A very, very nice one. But yeah, how you just need to keep moving forward, and don't look too much to the past, and remember the balance there. We then come up here and we've got both the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, which is magnificent. I mean, firstly, with the King of Wands, you know, this is someone very sturdy, and the thing that's coming through is there's definitely an imbalance of status at this point between the two of you, whether that's to do with monetary or perhaps what, you know, you deem success to be. There's a different level of status here, and it has caused a bit of problems in the past, and not because of wrongdoing, but because of insecurity. So whoever's the one that's not quite got the high status has been very insecure about that. And this is a really strong message coming through is, listen, you know, that really needs to be buried, because you see here, and I get the feeling that that's you that has that insecurity. And it's not an insecurity, but I think you're always on guard because of it. You know, you're aware that this person's so smart and great and so forth, and, you know, whatever it is more than what you think you are. And it maybe puts you on the back foot. So it's not necessarily insecurity in the hard sense, but yeah, it puts you on the back foot, but there's really no need. You see here then the Queen of Wands, and this is very much, you know, the outcome of this connection. And the one biggest thing, this is you. So this is you rising up. This is you rising up. So, you know, this connection, it's not going to bring you down. It's going to rise you up. So I'm feeling really positive and positive light from this. And, you know, this is a good connection is what I'm feeling. And it's just going to grow. And within that, I put them around the wrong way, but I'm going to put them back because the outcome is you. Within that, you're going to grow and also, you know, become this queen that sits next to this king. And whatever happens in this connection, what I'm hearing come through from Luchuan is that, you know, queens certainly can be stronger than kings. I think we all know that much. We've got a great queen here in the UK. But yeah, you know, this is going to really bring you to full surface. This is a great connection in regards, you know, we all have connections and moments and interactions with people during life, but it's those ones that make us better and make us think and make us grow or give us purpose or a nudge, you know, and this is very much a connection that is going to do that for you. And I'm very excited about that. So those little insecurities that you may have, not just with this connection, but you know, when you meet people of status in whatever you regard, you know, deem status. Status means something different to everyone. But whatever that is to you, you don't need to, you know, real message that you just need to chill out when it comes to that, because things are good. Then I pulled the High Tarot with Dan Francis, and we were looking at, you know, the person that you're talking about. So not just the connection, but a bit more about them. And, you know, what we see here, we've got the mouse. Oh, I love the way Dan illustrates his cards. But we've got the mouse here, which is the Seven of Pentacles. And, you know, the mouse is a real reminder in this situation. You know how little hamsters and mice, they kind of pack their cheeks, don't they? And they kind of go along with big cheeks. And they're storing for God knows what, till Christmas and Boxing Day. But yeah, it's almost as if that's been the same with you two, in the sense that, you know, this hasn't just come out of nowhere. I sense that this has been building up. You know, you've been storing moments together and storing moments and moments that have led to having a connection. And of course, deep enough that you're here on YouTube asking me at Toucan Tarot what's happening. So, but yeah, it's as if it's been happening over a long period of time. So this is a build up. And again, this was the underlining, and it's a 9 of Cups. And I'm going to come back to that in a moment because there's another message coming from this. But it's just a moment of joy. I really feel like a breakthrough. If you haven't felt it yet, I really feel a breakthrough is going to happen with this connection in a very joyful way. And we then see the lily pad reverse, so 6 of Swords reverse. And, a lot of the time this can speak of melancholy and so forth. But in this instance, it's speaking again of flowering and blossoming. And they're just in a great place right now, or they're about to move into that place. And it's going to offer nothing but benefits to the both of you. We also have the King of Pentacles here. And much like the King of Wands, what a great king, and both equally strong characteristics. And these are the characteristics this person has. I'm getting very humble and grounded, but at the same time, very strong and, successful. You see that, of course, with the Pentacles. But the biggest thing this speaks of, and that's coming through as a message to you, is I've got a feeling that this is one of those connections that you're going to have in life that's going to offer you real stability and assurance. And we saw that with you growing here. And into that, I'm going to move up to the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Enjoy it. It is happening for you, and I'm so happy about that. Whoop, whoop. Excuse me, but yeah, it is happening for you. You are the ever unfolding rose, and I'd like you to look at that card closely. Look at her bending, leaning back, unfolding exactly as that rose is. And listen, if you're a male looking at this, it doesn't matter about the gender here. You're leaning back and you're looking at that beautiful. You're opening, up like the beautiful rose, and this is what you need to do more of. We spoke about down here that you have a few little things in your trunk, as in you can be a bit insecure sometimes if you're presented with something that's unfamiliar to you. But this is just crying out for you to open up. And Lutrani is saying, as he always says, meditation would be amazing for you in this way. You need to open up and not only show yourself more to others, but to reveal more of yourself, most importantly to you. So that's a big message. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Always trust your niggle. This card is true on so many levels, but the message that's coming through to you is your intuition is far more stronger than you will ever imagine or realise. You know that, but again, you second guess yourself. And this is coming back, again, this is kind of linked and niggle to that insecurity kind of thing that you need to dust off your shoulder. I'm literally dusting up here. And you need to dust that off your shoulder. It's one of those things, but always trust your niggle. Don't doubt yourself at all. Going back to the connection, again, I just feel nothing but strong things. And just as an overview, so, I see really joyful times coming, or if not happening, or you've reached a moment, after many, storing all these great little moments and challenging moments. I'm seeing the challenging ones as well, don't you worry. But after storing all those moments, it really is coming to a beautiful unfolding moment. One that's going to serve you really well. And thankfully, this person seems to have the qualities to be able to really do that, and that humble. They've not got that selfish gene. It's not about them, which is why you're going to grow. And people like that, aren't they just so goddamn beautiful? Those are the kind of people I like to meet more of, whether it's friends or lovers or whatever relationship, because that's what it's all about trying to when you're in someone else's company, for me anyway, it's trying to lift them up, and in lifting them up you get lifted. It just raises the energy all round. But these are definitely that person. We are to remember that there are going to be challenges in this connection. I'm feeling a possible travel or distance here, or challenges in perhaps meeting up. There's going to be a challenge, I think, in kind of making this work to start, but there is a balance you can find there, and you have to find that. Remember, in order to sustain this, we talked about you've just got to keep going. Keep going. Forget looking to the past, because there's so much to uncover, both as a connection, individually. You're both on a great path. So it's really great stuff coming. But yeah, so that was the overview. I'm going to pull some oracles. I've just got these wonderful, you can see the art oracles here. I've just got and been given these music oracles, and they're just so fab. I love them. I've also got the fashion ones. But let's have a look what the music legends have to say for you two. So I'm going to pull a couple here. I'm going to pull one for you, one for them, and one as a couple. Or one as, you know, the two of you as a connection. So let's pull your one first. And we've got, PJ Harvey. I'll go into these, of course, in more detail in just a second. I'm going to pull one for them. We've got Kurt Cobain, the amazing Kurt Cobain. And I'm going to pull one for the both of you. We've got, Hildegard von Bingen. Amazing. Right, let's have a look into these. I'm so sorry, I've had a sore throat this week. Right, PJ Harvey. When in doubt, swim to new ground. Jam with others, but remain the lead. Redream past lives. And this was the one I pulled for you. So a few messages in here. And, you know, when in doubt, swim to new ground. And this really ties in with the Eight of Wands. And, you know, we spoke about that momentum of just carrying on going forward. You know, when in doubt, swim to new ground. Leave and chop that negativity or old ground behind you. That's the message there. And just keep going. And we had the same here. So that's just reaffirming that. You know, and also something Latrani is saying is this is when we're talking about energies as well. So you need to start being aware of energies. You know, we spoke about you having a big, you know, a really good kind of intuition here. You know, you're far more, I'm just going to say it, psychic is what's coming through than you realise. So you really need to tune into that. And we spoke about you doing meditation. But yeah, the same with energy. You need to start reading energy more if you don't already, or looking into energy. And first and foremostly, how your energy affects people, and most importantly, how others coming into your energy are affecting you. And chop off that negative energy. You know, when in doubt, swim to new ground. When it doesn't serve you, and move on. So jam with others, but remain the lead. Again, we spoke about this, that there's definitely this insecurity, and I keep calling it an insecurity. I feel that's really strong. I can't think of the right word, and it's not coming through, but it's a feeling of, you know, again, you're on the back foot, because it's as if you feel that you're not, you know, you didn't come from that, or you're not that, so, and they'll see you. Well, the message coming through is, listen, everyone feels like a fake. Wherever they are in life, everyone feels like fakers. It's one of, you know, not everyone, those that are attuned and one with themselves, of course, feel whole and pure. But my point that's coming through, and the one that I'm trying to make from the info I'm getting, is that, you know, everyone feels that, a bit of that. Everyone feels a bit of that insecurity, and you just have to address it, because it's really not needed. And that's the point of saying everyone feels it, because it's really not needed. Everyone's feeling the same. And if we only were just honest about it, you know, then, and that, yeah, you need to just be honest in situations like that, and be you. You know, that in itself is so much stronger. We talk about characteristics and things in your character. You know, the most solid, for me, and I'm sure to most people, one of the most solid characteristics is someone that's just so strong in themselves, you know, regardless where they come from, what they do, how much they earn, what they're like. That strength of character is so rare to find, and that's such a sad thing that it's rare to find, because, you know, we all find this if we go within, and certainly in the light community, we're all a lot lighter, but of course, you know, none of us are perfect. Some are getting there and climbing those rungs to the different levels, but yeah, it's just a reminder that, you know, you just need to let it go, because everyone feels the same. But if you go within, you will find your answers, and you'll find the whys to that. And to start looking, Latran says, at why you feel those ways. You know, what's that trigger for you? So definitely, again, more meditation. But yeah, jam with others, but remain the lead. So you jam with everyone in life, but you remain your lead wherever you are and whatever people you are in with at that time. Redream past lives, and Lutran is saying yes, yes, yes. Obviously we spoke about moving forward here, and that was in regards to the connection, but this one's you, and this is just about going within yourself. So you definitely need to meditate, and if you can, obviously go into past life regression within those meditations, if you can find someone that does that. I have some great recs, but yeah, definitely explore that. But good old PJ Harvey, lots of advice there. Now we're going to look at the one we pulled for them, which is the oh so fabulous Kurt Cobain. So with Kurt, it says, we're all in this mess together, so we may as well make some noise. Yes, don't become your own tribute band. You can't buy teen spirit. You know, much like exactly that was coming through here with the King of Wands. We know about this person be solid and dependable and grounded. And that's exactly, you know, unfortunately, Kurt was riddled with many problems. But if we can look beyond and look at the kind of soul he was, you know, he really was this kind of go-getter. I mean, he was very scared in some ways. But the bits that are coming through here is that real... exactly that, you know, you can't buy teen spirit, that spirit that's just in you, and we see a lot of that within this connection. And they definitely have been through their troubles though, and that's coming through with Kurt. So, you know, I've pictured this person to be very shiny and lovely and wonderful, and that's because of the way they're coming through to you, and I like that. This is a good connection. My loyalties always lie with who, you know, the side of the connection that's watching the video, and that's you. So I'm happy because they're good for you. But in regards to them, you know, obviously they're not absolutely perfect, and much like Kurt, although not to that extreme, they've definitely had their own struggles and difficulties that have come through. Looking at the connection, we pulled Hildegard von Bingen. Become like a feather on the breath of God. Gain wisdom through the study of the unknown. The soul is not in the body is in the soul. Yes, the body is in the soul. You know, we spoke about when you two come together, it's going to be real uplifting. Definitely, you know, I say more from your side only because you've got a real steep kind of upgrade on your way, or download, shall I say, an upgrade, both same thing. But yeah, both downloads and you're upgrading, because you're going to be downloading so much great info, and you're going to do that from meditating. So make sure you meditate lots. But whatever's going to happen, this, you know, we spoke about this bringing you up, and exactly that, the soul is not in the body is in the soul, and this is something that the both of you together are really going to bring out in each other. So I sense a real spiritual connection here as well, which is really nice. When I say spiritual, you know, I mean on that slightly under level. So, you know, a little bit deeper than just your average connection. So it really is beautiful things happening. And, you know, I'm not looking into the future. It's what's happening with this connection right now, this reading. I mean, obviously, you can always come to me for private readings. But, you know, regardless what happens in the future, because, I mean, I don't know. We've not gone there yet. But I can definitely tell you that there's going to be a good friend made here, and a good connection, because, you know, they're going to give a lot for you. And in turn, I speak about them giving to you and helping you rise. You're going to do a lot for them as well, especially with those worries that we spoke about down here. But yeah, guys, this is a really nice reading and a really lovely connection. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to pull one more oracle for you, and we're going to look at Whispers of Love. And let's see what the cards have to say as a final message. So we've got miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. And, you know, this connection is a gift. It's a great way to explain it. This connection really is a gift. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed this reading because you've just got a lot of love and light coming your way. Please comment below. I'd love to know where you are, where you're from, and, you know, the different ways that this resonates with you. But and if you want to go into a private reading, obviously we can look at more deeper into the connection, or whatever questions you might have about the connection. But all in all, I see, you know, it's not going to be without its struggles, but it's going to be, yeah, I see movement, forward movement from here. So love and light to you all. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers. Obviously 500 is my first mark, so it's so very much appreciated. Again, I love my YouTube journey. Don't forget to hit like, and I will see you soon on the next video. Awesome. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello. If you chose crystal number 2, this is your reading. So what is happening in this connection? And that is what we are looking at today. I'm going to start by using some Lunar Soul, the Lunar Soul deck. Oh, falling off my chair, bear with me. I'm going to start by using the Lunar Soul deck. And yeah, we're looking at what's happening with this connection. So I want you to really tune in on this person. And let's see what we have to say. Of course, I read, if you've watched my videos before, you know I read with Latran, my guide. So most of the messages coming through will be from there. Really, the cards just act as a trigger. Right, let's start pulling these. So I'm going to pull these. I don't read in reverse, so these will all be upright. But we've got the Moon, got 2 of Swords, got the Knight of Wands. I'm going to pull a load, and then, of course, we'll go through them. We've got Queen of Discs, And we've got 10 of Wands. I'm also going to use, just to look a little bit more info about them as well. So obviously you're here, you know what's going on at your end. We'll look a little bit into their end with the High Tarot by Dan Francis. I love this deck so much. They're just, oh, they're the nicest deck to handle that I've ever used. Right, and we're going to pull some for them. So we've got the Dragon reversed, got the Iris reversed, and we've got the Sun, 9 of Cups, and the King of Cups reversed. Right, before we get started, let's pull some oracle cards. I'm going to pull more and go into this more as well, guys. So this is really, you know, just kind of an overview. So I will go into this in a little bit more detail and pull some more cards, but let's just start with these. So we've got Trust Your Path, Dance with Life, okay, right. Should we just crack straight in? And then, as I said, I'll pull some more as we go along. So we start off, let's have a look. So we've got the moon here. And the moon, you know, it's a lot of things that are coming through here from Luchuan. And the first one is, you know, it's telling you to give the journey of inner growth more attention. And this is speaking of the both of you. So yeah, you know, really telling you to give it more attention. The moon's also quite an elusive thing as well, isn't it? And what Luchuan is saying here is, you know, I think with this person, you've definitely, or this connection that you're thinking about, you've definitely felt that elusiveness with them. You know, that hot and cold, but you've never quite known where you've stood, which is really, you know, I'd give you a big hug right now, because that's such a rubbish way, I was about to swear then, but that's such a rubbish way to feel. So sorry, honey, that you have had those moments. But yeah, I'm feeling that they have been a bit elusive. You know, we see with the Two of Swords here, things are definitely at a bit of a stalemate. And you're just thinking in your head, you know, what's happening with this? But they are at a bit of a stalemate. And certainly what's coming through is, you know, you need to kind of approach this with new thinking. That's the message. Approach this with new thinking. You see here with, you know, the Knight of Wands, and really what's coming through is this is how you're sustaining yourself. It's almost like that recklessness. You know, with the Knight, we see recklessness, and that's definitely what's coming through with you. I think they've had you on such a kind of tightrope is what I'm seeing. Almost, you can see him, he's a bit bungly. He's got one stick in the air. He's got, you know, his other hand on a lion, riding a lion. You know, real recklessness there. But I think, and Luchuan is just confirming, yeah, what I'm feeling is that you've really kind of, this is kind of how you felt in this connection with them, which is really sad that they've made you feel this way. And they're definitely, much like the moon, you know, such an attraction and so forth. And I guess that's what's kept you, you know, coming back to them. But, you know, it has been a bit of a stalemate. And yeah, that's what's sustained you so far, is just kind of recklessly kind of clinging on, going along, hoping that, you know, they will change their mind. I say change their mind, not that they've made their mind up. Well, I say that, Luchuan is saying, you know, they've changed, you know, that is exactly what it is. That's me trying to be nicer, but Luchuan is saying, no, you're hoping that they'll change their mind because they're not really feeling this connection as much as you are. So you kind of recklessly been going along and just taking whatever they give in order that you hope that kind of things even out on a balance. We then move across here and we've got the Queen of Dis. And this is you. Luchuan is saying this is you. This represents you. This is about what you need to learn. So I've placed these in different piles. Obviously, we've got the underlining of the situation with the moon and, you know, the initiator here, the Two of Swords. We then look at, you know, what's sustaining the connection. And here is what you need to learn. And this is you, the Queen of Dis. You know, note how strong the Queen of Dis is. You know, she's sitting there. And forget it's a queen. If you're a guy, this is you too. You know, she's sitting there and she's got, and beautifully so, if you look at how she's patting that fox, she's giving him a really nice little cuddle there. And then in the other hand, she's got her beautiful crystal ball. She's got a deer there, you know, animals are all around her. She's got the fish above her. There's real balance, you know, with the Queen of Dis. It's a very strong, earth. You notice the earth below her here, character, and that's everything that's coming through for you. And this is what you need to learn. You need to be more Queen of Discs right now. There's a lot coming to you, a lot that you don't even realize. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Looking at the outcome of this connection, you know, you can see here by the Ten of Wands, it's very blocked in. There's wishes of different outcomes, and I'm so sorry that this isn't necessarily the reading you wanted, but what Lutrani is saying is it's the reading you needed to hear, but it just seems to be very much a stalemate. Let's look down here. I pulled some more cards out relating a little bit more directly to them, and we've got here the dragon, you know, the Four of Cups reversed, and I love the way Dan symbolized this with the dragon. And you know, with the dragon they've got all these scaly, you know, reptilian skin. I love dragons and reptiles, by the way, just putting that out there. But, you know, imagine all that scaly skin, and each of those scales signifies what's coming through is a blockage for them. They're very blocked up in things of their past, past relationships and connections that they've had. Not only in love, but in life. I'm getting with family, lots of things are building up for this person. But because of this, they're really, that was in reverse, they're really standoffish. And, you know, they're just so inwardly. It's almost like I see this big reptile going into their cave, you know. They're very much isolating and inward. And that's why you just don't get much from them. I think they're quite like that with most people, but they're definitely like it with you is what I'm seeing. And we then got the Iris, the King of Cups. Note here as well, obviously we've got the Four of Cups reversed, the King of Cups reversed, and the Nine of Cups. So, you know, we're talking a lot of emotion here. The Iris, I can just see severing of ties. Again, I'm so sorry it's not what you wanted to hear, but wait, because there's more goodness coming, and there really is some powerful messages. So just, I know this isn't what you want to hear, but I see just a severing, you know. This isn't really a connection that Lutran says is really going anywhere. However, this is a connection that will give you some great tools to move forward. So it was an important connection. It needed to happen. But, you know, I don't see it moving forward. This person is just so blocked. You know, you see the King of Cups reversed. That's blocked. That's just blocking you out completely. And that's what I see. As I said, I see this severing of ties. But we see the song, the Nine of Cups. And we see this beautiful bird. And again, the moon. I'm going to come back to the moon in a moment. And, you know, the beautiful bird is singing up to the moon. And that sparks of hope. For you, and that is directly aimed at you, is what Lutran said, and it's exactly what I was mentioning here a moment ago, is that, listen, you know, this isn't perhaps the way you wanted this connection to go, but let me tell you, it needed to happen. I'm hearing it needed to be, and you're going to be learning big lessons from this. And Lutran is saying he wants you to know and understand and ask what the trigger is. What is it about this person that you like so much? He wants you to answer that right now. What is it about this person that you like so much? Think of the things. Now I want you to ask you how they fill you up. How do they fill you up? What do they give you? Think of the things he's asking right now. This is like an online class exercise. Right, so take all those things, and is it really even? You know it's not. We spoke about that here with the stalemate. It's not balanced. So why do you want this person so much when they're not filling you up, is what Lutran is saying. And that there is your lesson from this, because this has happened before, and it's almost like this is a trigger for you, and you're being told now by Lutran to go deep within, and that's really what the point of this connection was about. It was the lighting, you know, the match that lit the fire to this journey for you. And this is a fabulous journey. I'm seeing nothing but light. I know this again is so not the outcome you wanted, but oh my God, it's a beautiful outcome. I can't tell you how much light and energy that I'm feeling moving forward here. We've got trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You know, you have to trust your path. Lutran is saying you knew all this all along. You just have to trust your path, and that's it. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? And this is something he wants you to do. He wants you to go into meditation. If you don't know how to do that, there's some guided meditations on YouTube. You know, let me know. Comment below, please, because if I get enough people saying it, I've had a couple already ask me to do a meditation video. But yeah, you need to go into meditation and literally answer to yourself and ask yourself those questions of what you really want. It's just you and your soul and your higher self. and what do you really want? And those are the questions. You know, if you knew you would be supported, and Latran is reminding me that you are very supported. There's guides waiting to meet you, more guides. If you have already met some, there's more. You know, you're so supported, but this is you here, and this is the way you need to go. You need to get yourself into this space. See this person? This is what I'm seeing as you, and you need to meditate and truly ask yourself, you know, what would you do if you knew you were fully supported? Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. The biggest thing that's coming through, and it has throughout the whole thing, is obviously when we're faced with connections like this, it really is such a drain on your energy. And listen, it's so easy for me to say all this. This is what you need to do. Don't worry about that. You know, I'm so sorry, because people say that so blasé, don't they? And it's easier said than done. You're into this person, and just know that we've all been there. So don't be hard on yourself or take this defensively. We've all been there. But you do need to shift your energy, because, you know, they have been sending a lot of negative energy your way. And that's in turn, that's why you've been feeling so crappy and rubbish, you know. They have been sending that. So dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Note that person dancing under the moon. There's a lot of moon stuff here. And I'm feeling a lot of moon stuff for you. I'm actually going to pull you some moon oracles in a moment. But the moon, I forget what that saying was. Oh God, what is it? The moon once told me to be patient, and that even when lit up brightly, half of myself is still in darkness. And that's just to remind you that you just need to light your full light up. You need to light up like a full moon. I'm going to pull you some moon oracles right now. I wasn't going to do it till the end, but I'm going to pull you some moonology. But guys, you've got a very exciting path, but your deepest message is, again, you know, why do you feel this? There's something missing in you. That's why you're trying to get it outwardly from people, especially that aren't giving it back to you. So you need to look in that. And, you know, psychiatrists, what they're trying to say, oh, you hate psychiatrists, that psychiatrists, you know, can tell you, oh, this is why you think this, but you know the answer. You don't need to ask anyone else their opinion. You need to go within in your meditations and ask yourself these questions. I'm going to pull you some moonology cards here as well. And let's see what the moon oracles have to say for you. Expect powerful change. Yes. New moon eclipse. Oh, I love this card so much. Look at those beautiful beams poking out from behind. And do expect powerful change. Like I said, this connection is a catalyst, which one is saying, for a big spark to blow off in regards to you and your own higher self. You just have to take the leap, dance with life, trust your path, and go for it. And whatever it is that you want to do with your life and so forth, the only person that can answer that is you. And the only way you can do that is going in meditation. It's really that simple. You need to go within yourself and ask yourself these questions. No one on this planet, which one is saying, can tell you what to do other than you. And you think, how? Meditation. Again, let me know in the comments below if you want me to talk about this more meditation, because, you know, that's how you do go in. That's how you help in whatever journey, whatever question you've got right now about your spirituality, about life, about what you should do, about anything. It's all there. The answers are all there underneath. You just need to learn how to access it. So let me know if you do want more about meditation and how you can access it. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Nothing is set in stone. So these days when you're like, oh, and you're giving up, Lutran is saying, you know, just remind yourself, shake it off. Do yourself a little dance. It's a reminder again to shake off. I'm literally dusting it off my shoulder, that energy. It's a reminder to dance because you need to just start. Remember we spoke here about you need to adapt a new way of thinking. That message is coming through again. You know, you need to really start being very positive, and affirmations is a big thing coming through here as well that could really serve you well. I'm going to pull, you might have noticed the art oracles. I've got some music oracles here, so I'm going to pull a couple of these for you as well. Let's have a look. Oh, Cher's just amazing. I love her so much. Nothing becomes a legend more than not giving a damn. Bad taste trumps no taste any day. And lovers come and lovers go, but sequins are forever. Yes, Cher. Lovers do come and lovers do go, but sequins are forever. And you know what those sequins are? They are you and your higher self and you. You just got to find it. Because sequins are forever. You know, you can always, there's one person that you can absolutely trust. You'll always have people around you, hopefully, that you can trust, of course. But the one person you sure as damn right will never let you down is you. Lovers come and lovers go, but sequins are forever. That's just great, isn't it? But I'm going to just read that first one again. Nothing becomes a legend more than not giving a damn. And again, you know, one of the things about this connection is you've been looking for approval, you know. Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn about what other people think. You're the only person that needs to give you that approval, remember? Let's have a look. Janis Joplin. Oh, I love Janis Joplin. She's so beautiful. Evolve but don't compromise. Absolutely. Never compromise in your own gut and self. You're all you've got. Evolve but don't compromise. You're all you've got. Isn't that awesome? Also, the power of love must replace the love of power. Oh, isn't that actually quite profound? The power of love must replace the love of power. You are far greater than the sum of your fears. I'm just going to go back to that second one. The power of love must replace the love of power. What that's referring to here, it's not suggesting that you love power and you're this power-hungry, crazy being. It's suggesting in this connection, you know, you've been addicted to that power of getting somewhere over this person, you know. And when I say getting over them, I mean getting one up on them. I mean like getting something out of them. You know, every time they give you something, it's like, and you feel this power almost, don't you? Feel this light, and it makes you feel good. That's what we're talking about here. You know, the power of love must be replaced by the love of power. So recognize love is the message coming through there from good old Janis Joplin. Let's have a look. Let's pull one more of these for you. We've got Kurt Cobain. I keep seeing Kurt these days. We're all in this mess together, so we may as well make some noise. Absolutely, that's you, be you. And again, it speaks more of not caring what others think so much. Don't become your own tribute band. And you can't buy teen spirit. You can't buy teen spirit. What this is speaking of is, you know, that spirit within you. You need to unleash that because you've got a really special spirit. I'm seeing, you know, crazily, and obviously there's cards out, but I'm seeing these lights a lot. I'm seeing this energy. See all the different colour lights coming out of that eclipse moon there. I'm seeing that kind of light energy. And it's really lovely. And, you know, this actually explains it perfectly. It's hidden behind there at the moment, but that just needs to burst out. And as soon as this moon skedaddles, you will see those beautiful, and that's a metaphor for you, you know, you are bursting open and you're about to burst open. And this connection was the catalyst for it. Wow, I hope that was okay for you. I know, again, it wasn't the reading you wanted, but it was the one you needed to hear, Luchuan says. I'm sending so much love and light. I definitely, if you want more guidance in this or more answers, I'm totally here for you. You can definitely, I've just opened up doing private readings again. So you can hit me up for a private reading. All the details are down below. So definitely do that. But yeah, I'm just sending you oodles and love and light. And, you know, again, the most important message to take from here is this needed to happen to get you to your next level, which is all about you. And it's super exciting. And listen, if you're feeling lonely at the moment and you're thinking, you know, I really wanted a connection, and that's all coming. You've got a lot in your life, and Luchuan assures me that there's love on the horizon for you as well. Not this connection, though. Surprisingly, that might be a surprise to you, but it's what's happening. So there's going to be more love interest, but most importantly, so don't worry about that, but most importantly, this journey you're about to go on, Luchuan says, is going to far outweigh any feelings of love you've ever had before. But love will be on its way. You don't need to worry about that. But yeah, it's going to be a very powerful journey for you. Oh, what a lovely reading. I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm on a mission to get to 500 and, well, 1,000, obviously. It's so exciting. Listen, I never even expected to get views. So I'm so humbled the fact that you watch these and you enjoy them. And it's so nice to know that it's, you know, giving light to people and so forth. So sending you lots of love and light. I always do a meditation at the end, and I'll make sure I include you guys in that. So get ready to feel the love and light come your way. But yeah, if you want to do a private reading, hit me up. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I could do with all the help sent to me from the universe and you guys that I can get. And I will see you back for another video soon. Take care, guys. Big love. Bye-bye. Hi guys, if you chose crystal number 3, this is your reading, and we're looking at what is going on with this connection that you're currently thinking about right now. So I want you to really think about this connection, and I'm going to pull some, let's start with some Lunar Soul. decks. I read all my lunar solar upright, just for those of you wondering. And also, if you haven't read or watched rather my videos before, you'll know that I do my readings via Lutram, my guide, and of course Toucan, always flying around protecting and guiding, but yeah, mostly through Lutram. Really the cards kind of act as just a trigger, but let's see what we have got to say. So we're going to start off, and we've got the Emperor. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. Just love that card. And we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, interesting. Let's pull as well. I'm just going to pull a spread and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. I'm also going to use some the High Tarot by Dan Francis. I'm absolutely in love with this deck at the moment. The illustrations are just beautiful. The handling, I mean, I don't know if you can hear that shuffle as well. It's amazing, but it's got these beautiful crisp edges. They're just beautiful. But let's pull some more to look a little bit more into the person, the other half of the connection as well. And we've got the Parrot, Queen of Wands. We've got the Eight of Pentacles B. And we have the Beetle, Ten of Wands. And then I'm also going to pull some advice cards. And we're going to use Work Your Light Oracle for this as well. So let's see what advice we have about this connection. So I'm going to move that up a bit so you can see it there. Perfect. We've got Starseed, what lights you up. And we have Trust the Niggle. What's the niggle trying to tell you? My niggle is telling you to pull another one. I always just pull two here, but I need to pull another one as well. Oh, I love this card so much. Pleiades. Right, so we've got quite a few different things here, so this is quite exciting. I'm just going to move that up a bit and place that there. There we go. Yeah, I don't normally pull three, but I was super inclined to. So, right, let's just crack on. I am going to pull a lot more, sorry, just pop that deck there. I am going to pull a lot more, a few more oracles, and, you know, we'll see how it goes, depending on if we need more answers. We might pull some more tarot cards as well. Obviously, I'm always available for personal readings, but let's see what we can get out of this. So what's happening with your connection so far? So we start here. We've got the Emperor and the Six of Swords, Nine of Wands. Let's start with the Emperor. So this is kind of the underlining, this is right now what's happening in the connection. So this is kind of the underlining factor. What's coming through here is, you know, I definitely get the feeling that, you know, they're very much the Emperor in this situation. So they're kind of the one with the more, you know, the more, there's always one, isn't there, in the relationship, unless it's very perfectly evenly balanced, but more often than not, even if it's just a little, there's one that kind of controls the roost, right? There's one that kind of, and all husbands will say that they run the household, but all wives will tell you that it's them that makes the decisions, that kind of thing. So there'll always be one that makes decisions. I get the feeling that they very much are. And one of the things that is coming through as a message, and it's not in a huge way, but you know, there is a fine balance between protecting and suppressing. So they very much love and want to protect, but also I get the feeling that they suppress you a little bit. You know, they make you feel trapped in some way. So again, that's not in, I think that stems from their insecurity is what's coming through. So, you know, they can make you feel, back you into corners a little bit, which is really unfair. There's definitely, you know, you can see with the Six of Swords, this is kind of what's happening, the initiator, so to speak. And it's Six of Swords. So we're reminded that you just need to keep moving forward. You know, you're nearly there. You can see this lady moving away from this dull rock onto happier tides. There's beautiful flowers growing on this side. And she's slowly moving. And it speaks of, I get that, you know, there's definitely been struggles before. And a lot of guessing that's coming on here. Guesswork, I'm being shown. Definitely acts upon this. And what's been said is that, listen, you are going to get there. I do feel that, you know, this connection is going somewhere without a shadow of a doubt, but you just need to remember that you're on that path and just keep moving forward. You know, you're nearly there. There's a few more hurdles. Rome wasn't built in a day is what's coming through, but you're nearly there. it definitely is feeling like it's going in the real positive direction though. And this is the thing you need to remind yourself of. You know, you see here the 9 of Wands, and that's almost coming through as a reminder to, you know, protect what's yours. So, but not necessarily or protect what's yours or protect them and this connection, but kind of almost stand up and realize, you know, be proud of. And I'm going to speak of pride in a minute, because that comes again here with the B down here, but I'll move on to that in a moment. But yeah, we're looking at, you know, with this card, really what's sustaining this this connection. And it's that, again, it's that protection thing that we're talking about here. I think you definitely feel protected when and safe when in each other's space. That's a huge thing that's coming through, and that's really quite beautiful. Then we move on and we've got the 9 of Cups, and this is something that what you need to learn. There's a couple of messages coming through here. First of all, I mean, it's just such a joyful card. One of my favourite cards, if not the favourite card in the whole tarot. It's just a beautiful card. You know, it's the enlightened card, just feeling joyful and happy and free. And, you know, there's definitely that coming in this connection. There's that feeling. And I think you get glimmers and snippets of it is what I'm seeing already, but there's going to be more of that in abundance. So this is lovely reading. You know, again, nothing's perfect. You're going to have stumbles, but and there's definitely things to work on, which we're going to go back to in a moment, but it's heading in exactly the direction that it should be and that you want, Luchuan is saying. So, you know, this is going to turn into what you want, but always be careful what you wish for. That's just a random thing that just came through that I had to say. Queen of Cups we see here, and this was definitely speaking of the outcome. That's why I placed that card in this spread. And we see the Queen of Cups, so happy and in love. And note that this person is on her own though, the Queen of Cups, and so is the 9 of Cups. And, you know, that's not to mean you're going to be on your own at all. And, you know, this is all going, and as I said, I see nothing but actual positivity coming out of this connection here. So this is a good thing. This is all what you're hoping for, I imagine. But yeah, the fact that you're on your own here, you're going through a real rebirth of your own is what's coming through. And, you know, that nine of Cups there, that's you. You know, you're about to come into a real pure and beautiful moment with yourself. And the same with the Queen of Cups, you're about to love yourself a whole lot in all the right ways. Really lovely. Let's just move on. I'm going to come back to these in a moment, but let's move on. We've got the Parrot, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Beetle reverse, which is the 10 of Wands. And we were looking here a little bit more about them. So we start off with the Parrot and the Queen of Wands, and I love how Dan's interpreted this. And, you know, Latron and I couldn't put it better ourselves when we say that this is definitely a person of great standing. You know, when I say great standing, I don't mean necessarily just wealth and more. I mean a solid, just wonderful person that owns themselves in every sense. I love those types of people. You know, when you think of a parrot, and this is why I just love Dan's explanation of these cards, and this really sits true here in this moment. But yeah, when you think of the parrot and all its beautiful plumes and the beautiful different colours that they have, and they wear it unashamedly, you know, they're like, rah, I'm here, this is me. And, you know, they're natural leaders, they're just brave and unapologetic. And that's very much what's coming through of the character of this connection. Brave, unapologetic, and very boom, here I am. And that's really lovely. And certainly the Queen aspect of that is just showing that very caring side as well. So yeah, as well as displaying and being very aesthetically pleasing, they've got a real heart in there as well. We then see the B, the 8 of Pentacles, and I spoke earlier about being proud, you know, and this, that you have this kind of feeling of wanting to protect each other. And they're very proud of you. I don't know if they said that out loud, but you hear it now. They're very proud of you. You know, there's this B, 8 of Pentacles, and this almost looks to both of you that you're both very similar, as in you're hard workers when it's something that's important to you. And that's coming through here, you know, like these busy little bees mooching away. And yeah, I just got to show you the parrot as well. I love these illustrations. But they're very proud of you. That's one thing that just came out here. But yeah, one thing I will say is it speaks in here, you know, we spoke about the struggles and coming back to the B, and the other message in here that's coming through as well is, you know, it's going to be hard work. Every relationship is not hard work, enjoyable work, but it is going to be work. Every relationship is, it's, you know, learning together, growing together, and every connection has that. And as I said, it's all going in the right direction, which is beautiful, but, you know, just keep on working at it. the beetle, 10 of Wands, and this is reversed. And the beetle is, you know, obviously normally the beetle, normally with the beetle, obviously, it could certainly suggest a little bit of, you know, when they get stuck on their back and they can't kind of move. I think it's cockroaches I'm thinking of, and that kind of analogy. But here, what this is saying is they feel that a burden's been lifted. You know, they're feeling that with you, there's almost, and they feel that. So when they're around you and talking to you, they feel like they've not got the whole world on their shoulders. It's shared almost, you know. It's like, I just feel this weight being lifted, and that's how you make them feel, and that's what's coming through here with the Beatles. This is really lovely reading. I'm going to go at the top here. We've got Starseed, what lights you up. We've got Pleiades double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, and we've got Trust the Niggle as well. Always trust the niggle, and this is a big reminder to look within more, and definitely meditate. That's what's going through. Meditate and do that. What lights you up? This is just a question here in advice to your connection. So, you know, have a real think about what you're trying to say, and take this literally as it says, what actually lights you up in regards to both of you. You know, what are his interests? I say he, she, whatever relates to you, but what are their interests? What are your interests? You know, do something to kind of change the mood a bit. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. You're definitely the type of people that you just have a great vibe when you're together. As I said, there can be that little bit of suffocation sometimes from both ends, because you both have this need to protect each other, and that can be a little bit muddly coddling sometimes. So that's the one, a bit of advice to heed. But yeah, you know, when you both finally do come together fully, this is definitely going to be really uplifting and a great relationship, and one that affects others. And what I mean by that is when they're within your energy, you know, they're going to be able to feel that. You know, there's couples that just make you feel great. You're like, oh, I hope I have that one day. This is the direction that I see this going. I'm going to pull you some music oracles as well. But what a lovely reading. Again, there is going to be lots of struggles. I see that. But it's going to have, this, you know, right now, this is heading in a lovely direction. If you want to know, obviously, future stuff, I mean, it depends what kind of questions you ask in the future. And obviously, I'll go through that with you. But if you wanted to know more about anything relating to this, or this connection, then just hit me up for a private reading. I've actually just opened up my readings again. So I've got some slots available. But all the information is down below. But yeah, it'd be really nice. I'm really intrigued because this is interesting. Let's see what the music legends have to say for you. So we've got Hildegard von Bingen. Become like a feather on the breath of God. Gain wisdom through the study of the unknown. The soul is not in the body is in the soul. Oh, you know, this really speaks of, and the big message here Lutrani is saying is that it's a reminder. I'm going to read that last bit again. The soul is not in the body is in the soul. It's all about the soul. It's all about what's underneath. That's what really matters. We know this, right? We know that deep down your feelings are what really matters. And whenever we go into any kind of connection with another person, and when you can share that raw information, not the information that you spout out at a normal level to the, you know, normal people that you come across daily, but I mean the raw, real you. When you can share that information, that's the soul. And it's reminding that you two need to start sharing more raw information between each other. So that's what's coming out there. Shakira. Don't dream about the sunset at midday. Know your rights. Travel is the most effective antidote to indifference. I'm going to leave that right there. Be more Shakira. Shake those hips. Don't dream about the sunset at midday. So don't wish time away. I've got a feeling that there might be some travel hindrance between you two, but don't wish time away. Everything is where it's meant to be, Latran says. Everything is happening exactly as it's meant to happen. Enjoy it. You need to live more in the now rather than worrying about the future or what's going to happen at some point other than now. Joni Mitchell. Oh, Joni Mitchell. Learn to write in your own blood. Some things need confessing. Others are better left unsaid. And never lose sight of the miraculous. Learn to write in your own blood. Be more you, unapologetically, like the parrot. That's a really good trait that comes through for you from him. So, you know, you could learn a little bit of him than that. But yeah, some things need confessing. Others are better left unsaid. I get the feeling that sometimes you'll be a bit of a blabbermouth. You know, say a little bit too much. Not just to him, but in general. So that's learning to just, you know, try and be more articulate with your words. Never lose sight of the miraculous. Never do. Never lose sight of dreaming, hope, learning, love. It's all there for you. So on the moments we're trying to say that you feel a bit crappy and down, you just need to shake that off and breathe and live in the moment. Think, what am I grateful for right now? Affirmations would really do you well, and of course meditations. And the more you go, you know, you need to, surely all of us on this planet need to know exactly who we are, and we think we know who we are, but it's incredible how you know, and this is natural human behavior, we all do it on the outside reality, you know, our normal this, what now, what we present to the world. It's incredible how you can lie to yourself. Have a think about that, because it's strange to say, but in reality, you know, you need to go within, and only within you've got all the answers to everything in your life within you. We're all striving for it. Obviously, we're always searching. It's not, you don't just go within and boom, you know everything. But that's where you're going to find the answers. And, you know, you have to meditate. I'm thinking of doing a meditation video. So let me know your thoughts to put out on YouTube so it's accessible to you all. Because, you know, meditation really is the how you get there, how you uncover this information that's lurking with, you know, beneath you. But a couple of people have asked me for some. So if you're one of those that would benefit from that, just jot a comment down below, and obviously subscribe, keep an eye on the channel. But I think I might be inclined to do that if I get enough interest. But yeah, this is a lovely reading. There's going to be some problems and difficulties, there always are. And, you know, as I said, if you want a private reading on anything in particular, just hit me up. But love and light to you. Be more Jolie Mitchell, be more Shakira. Hildegard von Bingen, you know, become like a feather on the breath of God. Not God literally, but become a feather on the breath of the universe is what I will say. Love and light to you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Trying to get to 500 or 1,000, but 500 is my first goal. Sending big love and light to you. Look out for the next video. Let me know about meditation, and I will see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.